Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff to get this game underway. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. On the run, it's White. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking to throw, it's French. Got a man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and reflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Eagles look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
Man, and that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding. They've had a long drop.
Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to... few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. And that's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Snap it to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Scanning the field, it's Milroe. The quick out. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. To the ground with the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it. David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. And the Bobcats in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Looking to move it through the air. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Comes out throwing on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint, because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas State.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back, and he's wrapped up. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the AAC, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. The completion well past the sticks. Just plowing ahead. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
And that's a good enough for a first down.
On the move, it's Durham. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. The give to the tailback. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. LSU right back to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, and they convert. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score LSU 7, North Texas.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 32, set to kick it off.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
QB on that out route against coverage. You cannot. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Morris. Got his man on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, North Texas 0.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Second down coming up. Fast motion from the offense. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Hit as he throws, and it's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. From the gun. Coming after it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. They're bringing heat. Dances away to buy time. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 86.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as a kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Morris. Shoots it to the left. Got a wide open receiver. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. Got his man on the right. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to throw, it's Morris. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, LSU 14, North Texas 0.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Sheffield. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. North Texas in the hurry up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. This one's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll just keep slinging it, getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. On the run, fires downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Hammond. Can anyone catch him? And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Finds a crease at the 20. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. On first down from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Trying to get to him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He wants to go deep. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw at screen. Release to the back. Makes the grab. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll run it from the gun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Wants to throw. It's Green. And he's got it! Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Ooh, pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The give to the single back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 7, Miami 0.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
To throw, it's Green. Makes his connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
On the double.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
Easy.
Wide out in motion.
Where you got?
With jet sweep pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this.
He's loose down the middle. Running inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Canes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once.
He's loose on the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Ward. They're trying to get to him. On the move at the 30. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. Here's the score, Arkansas 17, Miami.
The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 37, set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted.
Lofts one high and deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They want to get this defense on its heels.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Coming after it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Dropping back, it's Ward. They're bringing heat. Smashes through. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's just so frustrating on a defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand third and short. The ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down.
Touchdown, Miami! What a grab and go for the score.
Miami.
Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Looking for a man. It's Green.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 17, Miami 14.
Okay, ready?
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
29 Philly. 2, cut it, cut it. Razor.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Ward. Pocket starts to collapse. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. He wants to throw. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Ready?
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Slide 22. Slide 22. 42.
To the air, it's Green. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Ready?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage.
Clear.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why...
And he's sacked! A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
On the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell.
Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On first down, here comes this offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Out, 55 weak.
He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll immediately call timeout.
Okay, ready?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on fourth down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
He's got him and they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On the set.
Now facing a third and long.
Dino. Cobra.
They keep attacking through the air. That's caught. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Green 25.
To the air, it's Green. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping!
Woo Pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pass is intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions.
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Looking for blockers. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. He's got it. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. And that ball is picked off. Touchdown, Michigan. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And in the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
They'll leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30 plus.
Good enough for first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, LSU 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And there he is again. Another sack channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah,
He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown LSU. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
That makes the score Michigan 14, LSU 10.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, I tell you what, these big-body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money. But this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Loveland. Open runway ahead. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Taylor. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, LSU.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
First and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half, being down. I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds the tight end.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He's going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Morgan. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. A 1st down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacey. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lacey. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, LSU! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the right. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the run, it's Edwards. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 21, LSU 18.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Jackrabbit.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your run.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, LSU.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, it's just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Trying to get to it. Flips it out in the flat. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. LSU quick to the line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun.
Ball carried by the running back. Tackle is made at the 17-yard line. 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver. Continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
That's caught. It's Edwards. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Fires toward the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
Buys a little time. He's going to take off. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He wants to throw it. Got it! Touchdown, Michigan! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU, 25.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Collins. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Coming after. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Ball squirting all over the place. Finally went out of bounds, and this offense will be lucky that it's only a safety. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.